It has taken me a solid 30 minutes just to stop watching Shameless to film this video. I am so addicted to Shameless that it's not even funny. I started this show maybe a week ago, and that's giving me some time. I'm on season 4. I know that I literally just posted this exact same video, like, I don't even know at this point, like a couple weeks ago, if not like last week. But you guys have sent me so many more articles about tea that I was like, I need to get this out before I post my Ouija board video. And I wanted to post my Ouija board video this week. Like, I wanted to post my Ouija board videos as soon as possible, so I wanted to get this out of the way so that you guys have all of these different theories on tea. The reason I wanted to get this video out before my Ouija board videos is because you learn so much about tea in the video coming up. I know you guys probably spent a lot of time looking at this kind of stuff and digging into it. I don't want any of your efforts to go unnoticed, so I wanted to make this video prior to the Ouija board videos, just so you guys can see all the different people that could possibly be tea. If you aren't familiar with my Ouija board videos, I say this every single time. I will post all of them down below so you guys can catch yourself up. I don't want to have to explain who tea is every single time. If you're watching this at this point, I would hope that you know who tea is. She's a spirit who lives in my mom's house, and this is basically just all of us trying to figure out who she is. I feel like I sound nicer in this video, like I'm like, hello everybody, welcome to my video. I don't know why. I haven't had social interaction in about 24 hours, so that's what you get from me. I'm a changed person. Some of these articles are a stretch, but I wanted to share with you guys all of the different theories. Some of them I don't necessarily believe, and it's not necessarily possible for it to be her, but I know you guys found these and you sent them to me and you took the time to find them, so I want to share them with you anyways. I did so much research on these people. I have a notebook and I have my handy dandy laptop, and I literally have all of the articles pulled up, and if I could find the obituary for the girl, I found the obituary as well. I think I have 6 people that I want to share with you. I think I have 6, maybe 7. We'll see when we get into it. And I'm hoping after my next Ouija board video comes out, or after the next 2 come out, you guys are able to do a little bit more research and have a little bit more information on her. I know a lot of people were telling me, they're like, we just don't have a lot, so it's really hard, which I completely understand. And I don't even expect you guys to do this. You guys are doing this like on your own, and that's what's so amazing to me. But I'm hoping after the next couple Ouija board videos, you guys will have more information and we can try to narrow it down on who it might be. Okay, but let's just get started. I'm gonna put clips of the article on the screen again so you guys can kind of read along with me. I'll link all of the articles down below, and I'm also going to put everybody who sent me articles on the screen and in the description, because you guys, this is all you. I did none of this. I found one of these, and I'm gonna explain that to you guys because it's actually scary how I found it. So just wait. I believe 2 of these girls passed away this year, so it's kind of a stretch because the first time that we spoke to T was actually October of last year. But some of the details in these are so close and so specific. I'm just like, I don't know. Part of me is like, what if we were talking to 2 completely different people and maybe the first time that we spoke to them was this year? I'm gonna give you guys that information, but I understand that it's kind of like the first time we talked to T was 2016. So the first girl that was sent to me was Leanna Lafleur. So she actually passed away May of 2017, which would have been 1 month before we spoke to T for the second time, because we spoke to T in June. She was 18 when she passed away, so just like T said she was. And she passed away in Prescott, Arizona. I couldn't find anything about where she was from. I looked up her obituary, and I have it pulled up actually, but it doesn't say anything in there about where she grew up or where she was born. Now it's not loading because my computer is a piece of shit. Oh wait, here it is. Here we is. Cool. Oh wait, never mind. She was born in Prescott. So she was born in Prescott, she died in Prescott. I'm not sure if maybe she grew up in California or if maybe she, was born in Prescott and then moved to California for a little bit. I mean, I have no idea. I'm not really able to find that much information on her. The obituary lists her family, but it doesn't list any siblings. So T did say that she had a younger sibling, and that's why she was so protective. So I don't know if maybe it was somebody else. It says she had many cousins who loved her dearly. So it could have been a younger cousin or, a couple younger cousins that she looked after, if she cared for, if she was really close to her family. But I'm going to read to you guys a little bit about the article. A Prescott Valley woman who was reported missing late last month has been found dead, police say. The Prescott Valley Police Department confirmed that Leanna Lafleur was found dead Friday about noon, nearly 2 weeks after she was reported missing. Last time this was updated, it said the case was still being investigated and the cause of death was unknown. So we don't really know much more than that. So I'm going to read what Liv said about it. She's the one who sent me the article. So she says, "Hey Courtney, I'm a massive fan of your tea videos, and I was doing a little bit of research when I found this. So I know that she said that she died before 2016 and that her name was T, but like you said in your recent video, they forget a few things. So maybe she did die somewhere around 2016 and her name sounds like T. The article said she liked being called Lee, which sounds a lot like T. It also said that her death was unknown, so maybe that's the reason she doesn't tell you why/how she died. I know it may be a strange conspiracy, but us not knowing much about T is a little bit hard to find her death." Yeah. I agree. If she died and it was an accident when she had run away, maybe she doesn't necessarily know what happened to her. Maybe it was so sudden that she can't even tell us how exactly she died. And I thought that part of it was absolutely insane because you never know. Somebody also left a comment on one of my videos. I have to find it. I took a screenshot of it so that I could tell you guys, and said maybe whatever happened to T left her with brain damage or brain injury, which would explain her short responses and inability to give full information. Maybe she doesn't remember the full details, especially if she was in a coma like the first article. So the first article that I read on my last video, so about Michaela Castro, how she fell off of Camelback Mountain. If it was the girl in the first article, she definitely would have had some injury to her head from falling down. T does struggle to give us a lot of information about how she died or what exactly happened to her, or even just information about her life. So maybe something happened that she just can't remember. Okay, so the second article is about a girl named Marissa Trapillo. Sorry if I mispronounced some of the names. She was 17 years old when she passed away. So she passed away in May of 2016, which would make her 18 now. I think something huge for us in trying to figure out who T is exactly is trying to decide whether she was 18 when she passed away or if she was 18 now. Like if she's currently 18 years old. So maybe she was, 17 when she died, or she was 11 when she died. I know she's given us dates on, what year she died, or she said she's 18, but sometimes it's just hard because you never know what details that she remembers and which details she's just trying to fill in. A 17-year-old Navajo girl died after intentionally unclipping herself from a zipline and dropping 50 feet into a creek. She was in northeastern Arizona. This was one of the girls. I couldn't find her obituary, so I don't really know much about her life prior to the accident. We only really know about the accident. And then the article also says, and this is where the accident thing came in, because at first I didn't think the death was an accident considering she had unclipped herself intentionally. I was kind of confused on maybe what her intention was, but it does say that other students have intentionally dropped into the creek in previous years. They would tell them not to, obviously, because it was dangerous, but the kids would always do it. And then Gracie, who is the one who sent me this article, says, I found a girl named Marissa Trapillo. She was 17 when she died in 2016. I realized maybe she's 18 now, but when she died, she would have been 17. Her name starts with T, so maybe that's where T came from. She died in Arizona by letting go of a zipline intentionally, but as far as I can tell, her death was an accident. She planned to land in the water. Okay, the third person that I have, her name was Lorena Rosetta, and she was 18 years old when she passed away, and this was in January of 2013. And the title of the article says Phoenix teen stabbed to death after breaking up a fight, so we know that she was from Phoenix. I actually tried to see, because in 2013 I would have been a senior in high school. That was the year I graduated. I was trying to see if I could find more information on her because it gives you information in here, and I was like, oh, like I recognize that street or I recognize that freeway, but it doesn't really give me much. Like I don't recognize the school she went to or anything like that, and I could not find an obituary for her either. I couldn't find the original message from the person who sent this to me, so I have her and I know who sent it to me, but I don't have what exactly she said about this article. So I'm just going to read you guys a brief summary of the article, and then we're going to move on to the fourth one. So it says, just moments after breaking up a fight at a Phoenix party Saturday morning, 18-year-old Lorena Sandra Uzzetta was stabbed to death. While rushing the girl to the hospital, Uzzetta's friends were involved in a wreck that closed Interstate 17, which I actually know where that is. Her alleged killer, a 17-year-old girl, is now facing first-degree murder charges. Several other teens are facing charges as well for their alleged roles in the killing. It's insane to me, like this girl got stabbed, and then on their way to the hospital, they got into a fucking car accident. Like, what are the fucking chances? I know this necessarily wasn't an accident, but it does say that the authorities have yet to report just what the motivation may have been for the killing. It says it seems strange that the suspects would target Uzzetta for breaking up a fight. My take on it being an accident would be that it wasn't like these people intended on killing her when they came to this party. I studied law when I was in college, my few years in college, and typically this would be something like manslaughter or second-degree murder, where it was like there was no prior planning to it. It happened like spur of the moment. So not necessarily an accident, but not something that was premeditated. It does say she's getting a first-degree murder charge, which is typically a murder that's premeditated. So I don't know. It doesn't really give me any more information on it, me trying to be a lawyer. I watch too much SVU. I couldn't find anything about where she was born or if she grew up maybe in California. The rest of the article is pretty much just about what exactly happened and the car accident that they got into. This one is insane to me. So this was the article that I was trying to find in my last video when I said I had 3, and I was like, I can't find this article anywhere. So I went on my phone, I went to Safari to look something up, and when all of my bookmarks pulled up, I literally had this page bookmarked. And I didn't bookmark anything on my phone. I bookmarked everything to this computer so that I could just pull everything up here and read it to you guys. I literally have this saved on my phone as T, and when you click it, it's this article. So this is about Victoria Arias. I'm just like, I don't know how it got saved to my phone, especially under T. I don't know, it's so crazy to me. Like, obviously I'm not saying that she did it or any, like it's just a weird coincidence, I guess, but I don't know how that got onto my phone or how it got saved in my bookmarks like that, because I didn't do anything on my phone. I did everything on my computers, so I don't fucking know. But this was the girl that I was looking for in the last video when I said I couldn't find the article anywhere on my computer. So again, this is about Victoria Arias. So she was 18 years old when she passed away, and she passed away in Tucson, Arizona. I was able to find her obituary as well, and she did have siblings. My only thing with this one is that she passed away this year. So she passed away in July of 2017, which would be after both of our sessions with T, minus the last one that Kayla and I had. So it's crazy to think about, like, it just randomly appearing on my phone, and all of the details are so similar to hers, but it's a huge stretch considering that she passed away so recently. So the article says, a prayer service was held for 18-year-old Victoria Arias Wednesday at the high school. Victoria's parents found her at the bottom of their backyard swimming pool on Monday. She died on Wednesday after being in intensive care for days. A lot of this is about the service that they held at her school and how amazing it was and how many people showed up for her, which is incredible to me. Doesn't give that much more information about what exactly happened. So this is a lot like the other girl who was born in Prescott. I don't know if she was born in Tucson and maybe moved to California for a little bit and moved back to Tucson. That information I do not have, but that's one of the only details that's really missing from any of this. And then the last article I have is about a girl named Aaliyah Yarbrough. Again, I apologize for butchering all of these names. I would be a horrible teacher. She was 18 years old when she passed away, and it was in July of 2015. She's from California, and she passed away in Arizona in a car accident. And I know that this was like a huge theory of your guys' that she passed away in a car accident or that she got into a wreck. The only thing is that I don't know where T came from. I know that, well, you guys actually don't know yet, but they told me in the next Ouija board video, the multiple people that I did speak to said that they kind of forget who they are, so they give themselves names. So I don't know if she just gave herself the name T or if that was easier for her than, you know, trying to spell out her entire name. But I think that's like the only detail in here that doesn't necessarily click, but the rest of it is just insane to me because you guys are all the time are like, she died in a car accident. Like, we just have this feeling that she died in a car accident. So, okay, let me read the article. I'm sorry. So it says, a rollover crash on the Interstate 40 just west of Flagstaff. 1 person dead and 5 others injured Monday afternoon. Flagstaff, like I said, is just up north in Arizona. I'm not sure how T would end up just outside of Phoenix, where I live, but you never know. I mean, she even said, she's like, I'm not from here. I just ended up here. So troopers said, Aaliyah Yarbrough, 18, from Pittsburgh, California, was ejected from the car during a rollover and died from her injuries. Yeah, the article is pretty short and sweet, but I was like in shock when I read that, and I actually just found that maybe 20 minutes before I decided to make this video. Well, I didn't find it, but somebody sent it to me on Twitter, and I was looking through my photos and I had screenshotted it, and I was like, oh shit, like I can't forget this one. But I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. It's so hard to try to figure out who she is because she isn't able to give us a lot of details. But like, it's just so crazy to me that one of these could potentially be her. Like, I could potentially be talking to one of these people. But thank you guys so much for trying to help me figure out who she is. I've said this before, but I love that you guys are just as invested in T as I am. The first Ouija board video will be up in 2 days. I'm gonna post it for Friday. And then the second one will be probably just a few weeks from then because I like to build the suspense. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other theories that you want to send to me, I suggest waiting until after you see the Ouija board video. You guys will get more details, and then please send them to me because I actually love making these videos. I feel like Shane Dawson conspiracy theories, even though these aren't really conspiracy theories, but whatever. It makes me sad because like I'm reading about all of these young girls who passed away in these just horrible accidents. It's like, I don't know, I'm a mix of emotions. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it makes me really sad, but at the same time I'm so determined to find out who she is that it's not even fucking funny. I also wanted to throw this out there that pretty much all of October is going to be like spooky themed because it's October and it's Halloween, and a huge chunk of my channel is the Ouija board and the scary stories and all that kind of stuff. I have most of the month planned out, but if you guys have any video ideas that you want me to do, go ahead and let me know down below. I also want to start doing a series where I tell your guys' paranormal stories because I've pretty much told all of my stories. So I have a huge list already because you guys are insane and have so many fucking scary things that happen to you. But if you have more, you can either leave them down below or you can DM them to me. I always have my social media link down below. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I literally don't think I took a breath that entire video. I know I speak too fast, I know I speak too much, I know I ramble, I know I do a lot of shit, but you know what? YOLO.